Hi everyone. Today I want to show you a short form, very popular form in Tai Chi called single whip. So you can just watch me do it first and then I'll explain the movement more to you in detail. So here we go. So that very simply is the single whip form. And of course you can do that on the right and left side. And let me go over that more with you in detail. So from the beginning, feet parallel, shoulder width apart, getting in touch with your breathing, calming down to practice. So the first is to widen your stance, which in Tai Chi we do by shifting the weight on one side. And shifting the weight on one side is kind of like feeling sand filling up one side of the leg. And once all the weight is on that leg, you pick up the right leg, pivot your toe, and shift out the heel, and then the weight goes down on the right side. So both sides, and you feel like sand filling up your leg, and then coming back to center. And so that centers you for starting the practice, and now your legs are a little wider apart to do the movement. So very simply with single whip, with your right hand, just bring it to, as you kind of pivot to your left, you bring your right hand to your left hip. And once it's there, the single whip, the arm comes out in a diagonal, and the hand makes you cup the fingers together and the thumbs, so you have this type of grip. And so it comes here. As soon as your hand reaches over here, and the weight now is on, I would say 70% on your left leg, and your right arm is here. And as you're moving your right hand diagonally across the body, the single whip comes, and your weight shifts to the right side. At this point, once your weight is shifted to your right side, and you have your single whip, whoosh, single whip, then the left part of your body, the left arm, circles around like so. Your left toe is now up. Then you sink. Your weight sinks, and the left hand pivots forward. So it's a sinking movement and pivoting forward to here. So a lot of movements going on in this simple movement. So, and then you're in single whip. Now, when in this posture, your weight is about 90% on the front leg after completion of the movement. And then when you want to start the movement again, just come back to center. Here you are, legs parallel, hands come down. And again, start the movement. Right arm comes to the left hip, and right arm comes out diagonally across your body. and then reaching out this way. Then the left hand scoops around, you're up, the weight shifts down and forward. And that's single whip. Let's see if so you can see it from a different angle. Now that single whip to your left side. To do single whip to your right side, it's just and again. So that's doing single whip on your left and right side. Now there's a fun way of doing it too, where you can do single whip back and forth. And let me show you that, which is kind of fun to do actually. So by doing it this way, you can keep doing it for a few minutes back and forth, and that way you get really into the rhythm and flow of the movement, which is, I find really enjoyable. So that's one way to do that. The breathing for a single whip goes like so. So after you've started, wind your stance. Inhale, arm comes to the left. Exhale, single whip. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale. The left arm swoops up. Exhale forward. And back to center. So that's a breathing combination with single whip. As always, in the beginning when you're learning the form, you can get the movement down before paying attention to the breathing, because your attention is going to be focused on getting the movement down. So I want you to work on getting the movement down prior to combining with the breathing. Once you've got the movement relatively down, then practice it with the breathing, because then it turns it, you can feel the more meditative aspects of the movement when you combine it with the breathing. So it's a beautiful form. I love single whip, and it's a classical form in Tai Chi. Now I want to show you where we're at in the long form of Tai Chi, of the Yang style, and 108 movements total. So I'm just going to bring you through the forms we've done already to single whip and raised hands. So you can see how the different forms I've already showed you in previous videos come together to start the long classic form. So you can watch just this as I do this part of it, and then I'll explain each movement step by step afterwards with you. So. So that's where we are so far with the forms that we've learned, all the way up to raised hands, which I've showed in that previous video. So let me show you each of the forms, explain them step by step here. So try to follow along here. So again, starting at the beginning, coming to center, imagining the line coming from the heavens down through the center of the spinal column down to the earth, getting yourself grounded, paying attention to your breathing. Beginning, shifting your weight to the left, pointing the toe, widening the stance, shifting your weight to the right, back to center. Now we go into upward and downward, and I always do it a few times, which I've explained in other videos. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Then it comes to holding Tai Chi ball and moving Tai Chi ball. The right foot comes out on a 45, allows you to step forward into grass sparrow's tail, and then you pivot forward. Then you pivot back, left foot comes on a 45, the hands come into holding Tai Chi ball, the weight shifts over to the left side so you can step out into ward off, roll back, press, and push. Now we go into single whip. From here, you just rotate, turn the entire body as far as you can to the left, then pick up the left foot and put it on your toe. And then here, now, you go into your single whip. Left hand comes down, right hand goes into single whip. Then come up to your heel and open up. This is an opening move, single whip. It's like your whole side of your body opens up. So it's a really nice stretch and opening movement. So open up, then you sink. your knees, and from the knees, and then moving, shifting the weight forward to classic single whip. Now, you shift your weight back. The left foot goes at a 45, the left hand comes with the left foot. The weight shifts to the left side. Pick up the right foot, step into raised handstands. And so that's where we are with the form for the first section of the form, and how we've utilized the previous forms into the long form. So I'll be going over at different times how the different forms fit into the long form, but I just wanted to get you an idea of what we're moving into as we practice the individual forms. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and may your practice bring you fruits of peace, well-being, and harmony. Thank you for watching.